In 1587, a group of over 100 men, women, and children set foot on the untamed shores of Roanoke Island, their dreams heavy with the promise of prosperity and the unknown ahead of them. They were among the first English settlers to set their sights on the New World, a remote and wilderness-filled corner of the earth that would one day become part of the United States of America. Yet little did they know, their dream would leave a chilling echo in the annals of history, an unsolved mystery spanning over 4 centuries. What happened to these settlers? How could over 100 men, women, and children vanish without a trace, leaving behind only a single strange clue, a carving on a tree reading CROATOAN? This tale, known as the mystery of the lost colony of Roanoke, remains one of the greatest unresolved enigmas in American history. Today, we dive deep into the past to uncover the truths, theories, and myths surrounding this incredible story. The dream of establishing new colonies was laden with ambition, not only for wealth, but for spreading English influence. Led by Governor John White, the settlers arrived at Roanoke Island, part of present-day North Carolina, in the summer of 1587. Among them were skilled workers, families, and even White's own granddaughter, Virginia Dare, the first English child born in America. But as hopeful as they were, their journey to Roanoke was only the beginning of their hardships. The environment was hostile and provisions were scarce. Relations with the local Native American tribes ranged from cautious cooperation to outright hostility. Yet the colony persevered, eager to create a foothold in this vast, untamed land. As days turned into weeks, it became apparent that the settlers would need additional supplies to survive. In late 1587, John White departed for England, leaving behind his family and the fledgling colony. He intended to return as swiftly as possible, but as fate would have it, England's war with Spain delayed his return by not weeks or months, but 3 long years. When White finally made his way back to Roanoke in 1590, a grim sight awaited him. The settlement was entirely abandoned. There were no signs of struggle, no remnants of the settlers' belongings, no bodies, just eerie silence. The only clues left behind were a single carved word on a tree, CROATOAN, and the letters CRO etched into a nearby post. What did it all mean? Where had they gone and why? What were the circumstances that led to such a sudden and complete disappearance? Let us begin unraveling this mystery by examining the clues and the theories behind the settlers' fate. First, the word CROATOAN. Historians speculate that it may have been an indication that the settlers moved to CROATOAN Island, about 50 miles south of Roanoke. This island, known today as Hatteras Island, was home to a Native American tribe believed to have maintained friendly relations with the settlers. John White himself assumed this possibility could be true, yet he was unable to investigate further. Fierce storms and a lack of resources forced him to abandon the search. Could this truly have been the answer? Archaeological digs in the area have unearthed some tantalizing clues, European artifacts, possibly linked to the settlers, but nothing definitive. Others argue that the colony may have met a more tragic fate. Could starvation, disease, or conflict with other tribes have wiped them out? Life in the New World was fraught with peril, from the harsh wilderness and unpredictable weather to the limited supply of food and the constant threat of violence. For some experts, the bleak realities of survival could point to these explanations, but again, no physical evidence, such as graves or battle debris, has been discovered to confirm this theory. Conjectures about Spanish interference have also entered historical debates. During this period, Spain was one of England's primary geopolitical rivals. Could Spanish forces have destroyed the colony as part of their campaign to thwart English expansion in the Americas? However, without documentation or any physical markers, this idea remains firmly in the realm of speculation. And then, there are the more outlandish theories, speculative, supernatural, and steeped in legend. Could the settlers have been the victims of a curse? or perhaps some otherworldly force caused their abrupt vanishing. While these hypotheses might capture the imagination, they lack any scientific or historical basis. Still, they contribute to the enduring allure of the Roanoke mystery. Throughout the years, countless efforts have been made to solve the case of the lost colony. Modern archaeologists and historians have used advanced technology, such as ground-penetrating radar and DNA analysis, to uncover new leads. Some evidence, the so-called Dare stones, inscribed rocks allegedly left by Virginia Dare herself, seemed promising, only to later be debunked as hoaxes. Yet, with every discovery, the intrigue surrounding the mystery only grows deeper. The most compelling modern theory suggests that the settlers integrated with native tribes, abandoning their English identity to adapt and survive. Skeletal remains, pottery fragments, and reports of European features among early Native American descendants lend some weight to this theory. Imagine it. What if the lost colony of Roanoke was not lost, but simply transformed, living on in ways unrecorded by European history? So, what makes the lost colony of Roanoke one of America's most captivating mysteries? Perhaps it's because it leaves so much to the imagination, a seemingly perfect enigma that resists simple answers. Was it a tale of resilience, tragedy, or transformation? History has left us with haunting but incomplete fragments, and that is what keeps this mystery alive. The disappearance of the Roanoke settlers has inspired countless stories in popular culture, from novels and movies to TV shows and folklore. The carving CROATOAN has become a symbol of the unknown, a legend that stirs curiosity and unease. To this day, it serves as a powerful reminder of how much of our past remains shrouded in mystery. As we close the book, or perhaps just another chapter, on this fascinating tale, it's clear that the Roanoke mystery is more than just a historical puzzle. It's a mirror, reflecting the uncertainties faced by those who dared to dream of a new life in a new world. While we may never uncover the full truth, there's something profoundly human in our desire to connect the dots of this story, to imagine the lives of the settlers, their hopes, their fears, and ultimately, their fate. Do you think we'll ever uncover what really happened to the lost colony of Roanoke? Or is some measure of mystery best left preserved? No matter your answer, one thing is certain: the story of Roanoke has forever etched its mark in the tapestry of American history.